G's Garage, and I recently had a friend ask me the question, if I change the transmission fluid on my car on regular intervals, is that going to extend the life of my transmission? And I flat out told him no, it's not going to. And the reason why is, well, let me back up here. There's nothing wrong inherently with changing the transmission fluid in your car, because essentially what you're doing is you're removing clutch material that's suspended in the fluid, and that's definitely not a bad thing. That's something you can control. You can also control your driving style. You know, you can not accelerate as hard. You can not brake as hard. Things like that. Those are under your control. But something like this, if you have a transmission with something with this planetary gear set in it like this, you essentially have a ticking time bomb. And you can change your fluid every 1,000 miles or 500 miles, whatever you want to do. You can change it every night if you want to, and it's still not going to matter, because eventually this thing's going to fail, because you can see the cracks right here. And some of you may recognize what this is out of, who made it. I'm not going to name any names, but if you have something like this, it's really not going to matter, because this is essentially, it's a manufacturing flaw. And what happened to this unit was I take that apart there like that. You can see these planet gears are in not the best of shape. There's, you know, missing teeth right there. One of them, like this one right here, is just wobbling around because the pin has come loose on it. And that's essentially what happened to it, is the carrier failed, the planet gears became loose, and it starts, see, there's a nice big chunk out of your gear, and what it does is it just starts tearing around. And what it did was, if I can find it here, it started moving around in the case, and then what it did is it stretched that snap ring, and then this piston essentially had nothing holding it down anymore. So then that's why the thing had no reverse. So when you go look at the clutch packs, you can see, here's furthest out, you can see these frictions. You know, they look pretty good. And then you have a steel right here that's got some wear on it. But then it's kind of, I guess, starting about right here, and then into right here, and then definitely right here, you can see that these frictions have less and less clutch material on them. So the answer is, will changing my transmission fluid help me? Yeah, I mean, probably in the short term, it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's really no different than changing oil in your car. But if you have a car which has an inherent manufacturing flaw in it, like something like this, it's only a matter of time before it fails. And unfortunately, that's just the risk we take when we have cars. So anyway, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.